Hey guys, it's Ray here and welcome back. A few months ago my middle mouse kind of aged out and not really responsive. Sometimes it's not clicking. So I brought the replacement switch and sit it for a couple more months until I can't really stand it anymore. But yeah, today is that day. So first of all, we need to take out the old part, the old switch. So we add a little bit of flux to help with reflow the solder, and then we just try to add some pressures while we flowing the solder, so that the old switch will pop up. To be honest, I probably should use solder wick to suck out a little bit more solder before I do this, but in the end it worked out. It just required a little bit more pressures to pull the switch out, but in the end it just popped and came right out. After that, you should prepare the new switch. If you don't know what switch you should use, go to the official website, the swiftpoint, and go to the FAQ sections. You probably will find some link about the swiftpoint Z of which switch to buy. And not a lot of companies will give you information about that, so pretty good. Now this is only my second time in soldering like anything, so I probably will make a big mess. So I like to use the isopropyl alcohol to clean up the flux, because flux burn when you soldering. So yeah, I clean it a lot just to give myself some good feelings. Right before I tried to solder the middle mouse switch, I decided to might as well replace the right click switch on the Z. So yeah, I've changed the left side switch before, so I got a whole bunch of these little switch. Basically the same process. You add a little bit of flux, and then reflow the solder while try to pull out the switch. Just be careful, because these little ones, they are surface mount device, they're a little bit more brittle, so you definitely want to be careful, because you can definitely rip out the base soldering plate of these SMD. Because this is only the second time I solder anything. I don't know, is it the temperature wasn't high enough, or I'm pulling too much pressure? The soldering plate just came out with the switch. It's bad, but it's still fixable, because last time I changed the left switch, I also have this problem. The pad just came right out, but I still managed to finish the job and get it to still working. As long as the traces are still there, you can use soldering to still connect to the end of the switch, and the switch will still work. Just you might have to add a little bit more solder to hold them together, because it is holding by the trays, not the pads anymore. It also might take you quite a few attempts to, you know, actually place that damn thing. Once the switch is soldered, make sure to check if it's, you know, secured on the board, and you should try to clean the area. Once I'm done with the right switch, then go back to the middle switch. Again, same procedure, you know, add some of the flux, and then clear the through hole with soldering wick, so there is you know, a hole between them that allows you to more easily put through the legs of the middle switch through the PCB. Now I don't know if this is important or not, but the orientation of the middle switch is there is a notch on one of the top side on the switch, and that notch is facing inward from this PCB. I don't know if this is relevant or not. Maybe the switch can, you know, revert it, like can go both ways, but this is just what I use. Now ideally you want to put the legs through the hole first before you solder anything, but I just can't clean all the way through the holes with out of solder. So my approach is to put pressure on the legs while I reflow the solder so that the legs can go through it. But I probably still recommend you to clean it all the way before you put the legs through, and then add solder back into it. Now I have to say, not everything goes smoothly. After I, you know, soldered the middle one and the right one, I, you know, assembled the mouse and then tested the middle mouse button working, but the right click is you know, not responsive. There's completely have no signal at all. So I was like, shit. So I desoldered the two new switches and the big one, just above the little one, and then I resolder it. Be a little bit more careful of the missing solder pad, the SMD one. And test it again, and it works fine now. So definitely not a very easy one if you have like no experience at all. But the other thing you need to concern about is to recalibrate the deep click features. And again, swiftpoint has provided the program for you to recalibrate the deep click. So if you go to their website and then find around, you will find it. It's not very difficult. So you need to recalibrate your switches basically, because the swiftpoint Z have the deep click features. Or if you don't want it, you can just ignore this step and continue watching these reassembled videos. But that's about today's video, and I hope you guys learned something from it. Hopefully not the mistake part. And yeah, I will see you in the next one.